it makes you sick. To be an angry person, to have severe ups and downs, makes anyone sick. So, yes, I'm actually pretty even keeled, except for my sadness and my fear. Everything else is really normal. I cry up to 4 hours a day. It's broken up, but I cry so much. I cry as if somebody just died. Which now, I did have somebody I knew die last week. And I have been quite beside myself about it. I feel guilty for feeling so sad because there's people who are closer to her than I was. But the older I get, I don't deal with death like I thought I would. I thought, hey, I've been down this road enough times. Why can't I just accept that it is what it is? It's part of life. You live and you die. Regardless of your age or illness or whatever happened, you die when it's your time to die. And I thought it would be me, not her, even though she was really sick. Now I feel really selfish and horrible within myself because I made it about myself. I mean, I didn't mean to. That's not fair. The last thing her and I spoke about 2.5 weeks ago was she asked me what I was so scared of, why I was having anxiety, and I said my fear is dropping dead at any point in time. And she said, eek, anxiety is a bitch. She was wise. She was kind. And I feel like sometimes the kindest people, the sweetest people, people with the purest of hearts, they suffer the most. I have done some really bad things, and I'm not happy with myself, and I cannot forgive myself, and maybe that's why I can't move on. Maybe that's why I still believe that I don't deserve to be here. My significant other, my pastor, a lot of people have told me if I wasn't supposed to be here, I would have died that night. I have the hardest time believing that. Sometimes I fear and wonder. Maybe I was supposed to die, but the reason I'm here is to be punished. But that's not God's will, that would be the devil. And I know a lot of people in this day and age think anyone who's a Christian must be batshit crazy. Well, and so be it if that's your thought. I'm not ashamed. I wouldn't wish this kind of guilt or agony on anyone. And I'd like to say I don't have it as bad as some people, because it's true. There are a lot of people that have had even more tragedy than this. I've read stories, watched documentaries, I've seen worse than this. So this makes me feel all the more selfish. I am only one person. I don't want to be so miserable. I don't want anyone to feel this kind of sadness or misery. People say, get help. You know, if you feel suicidal, if you feel depressed, you need to get help. I promise you, I've utilized all my resources. But I know that the biggest part of what's wrong with me is chemically I have a brain problem, or a problem with my brain. And I have no security in my life. I don't know where I'll end up next week. Sure, I'm a privileged white human being because my mommy pays for my phone bill and raises my son. That just makes me feel bad about myself. Pathetic. Really pathetic. I have unlimited data, so that's how I'm able to use this internet so much. I have no security or structure about where I'm going to end up, if I'll ever get a job again, even though I'm looking. I don't know what's gonna happen to me, and that's scary. And I don't know what's going on with my 2 older children. That's a lack of security. I'm afraid all the time. I have no finances. Nothing. I just need some encouragement to get through this. I need some strength to get through this. I'm only 25. I've been medicated since I was 9. I'm tired of all of it. I'm tired of making other people feel terrible. I don't want to have another conversation with my brother about how my emotions bring other people down. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat life for other people. I tell some people it must be nice to be privileged or have a good brain. Human beings are experiments. You either get a good one or you don't. And just because you get a good brain doesn't mean you're going to get a good life either. You gotta make the best of it. And people say life is what you make it. That's an inner strength, because tragedy is going to happen to everybody. None of us are unscathed from tragedy happening. That's not to say everything's bad, but nothing can always be all good. And it gets scary sometimes.